So, hi everyone! I am going to be talking today about a do-it-yourself kind of zero waste bathroom project. Just a side note, this project isn't exactly zero waste. It does have plastic packaging, so it's also not plastic free, but a lot of it was stuff I already had and I was trying to clean out stuff. So, give and you take. So what I'm going to be showing you today, let me pull it out, is do-it-yourself melt and pour shampoo bars. I know a lot of people have been talking about shampoo bars because they're really versatile. Mine smell really good. I put exactly what scent I wanted on them. They're really effective. We tried them out today, my husband and I. So I have 2 kind of reviews on them. And here's how I did it. I don't have a video showing exactly how I did it because my kitchen's just too small to video it. But I will give you a step-by-step with all the equipment. So what I started out with is a melt and pour soap base. I got this quite a few years ago when my mother and I were doing some soap making for Christmas gifts. This one is 100% shea butter soap base, and I think we got it for about $5 or so. We got it at Michael's. It's $10, and this is 2 pounds of soap base. I don't know if you can tell. So it's quite a lot of soap base. I used half of it, so I only used 1 pound for this recipe, and I was just trying to get it out. So I had that as my base, and then what I did is I cut it because it's in little cubes. I cut the cubes individually, not as bigger chunks, and I made a double boiler out of 2 pots I had. Not this pot, it was a different pot that fit better, but I'm using that currently. I filled this up with just a little bit of water, and I put it on medium. Put the bowl on top, and I put the soap base inside and let it fully melt. While I was doing that, I didn't want to use a spoon or a spatula or anything that I use on a daily basis. I had this guy kind of just laying around, and now it's going to be my soap stirrer. We had a friend move and they gave it to us. It is plastic. I think I got it at the dollar store or the Daiso store. It's silicone here, and it worked really well. It was just perfectly sized and I could stir it. So that worked. Once it was fully melted, what I did is we had I keep these little scoopers from various things we get. I think this one was from whey powder, a whey powder container my husband got. But it's about a tablespoon, maybe a little more than a tablespoon. And so once the shea butter melted, I poured in 3 of these of pure Castile soap. This is Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. I got it at Target, so it's in a plastic container. I don't know where I can find bulk Castile soap. I keep my eye open, but I haven't seen it yet. And this one is the citrus scent. And I love it. It smells really good. I think it smells really clean. So I added in 3 of those. And then because I wanted to moisturize a little bit more, I added in 1 full cup of this apricot oil. I think it smells a lot sweeter and it feels nicer than jojoba or olive oil, or sometimes even coconut oil can be really oily to me, and I like this guy. Then what I did is I have stuff off camera making sounds. I added in, I have some vitamin E oil, and I added roughly 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon of this. I kind of just eyeballed it over the soap mixture. And then after adding in all my oils, making sure that was fully incorporated and mixed, I took it off of the stovetop and let it cool down just a little bit because what I added in next is my essential oil. I chose eucalyptus oil. I don't know if the camera's fully capturing that. It's in a glass bottle. I get this locally from actually grocery outlet. Sometimes carries these guys. And I like to pick up the different scents because they're pretty inexpensive there. So I added that in after it had cooled down, because if you add essential oils in right away, they tend to kind of fume off in your face and it's really overpowering. So I waited a bit, and then I poured that into just a regular liquid measuring cup pour with the little spout, and I poured it into just little muffin tins. So all of that being said and done was about 9 muffins. So 1, 2, and then just the one right there, which is quite a lot. And I store them in this little linen bag I got for Christmas. And then they're just this big. I had to use the back end of a knife to pop these out even after they cooled. They're a little sticky and oily, but I think that's about the regular feel as a Lush shampoo bar. This isn't trying to be a do-it-yourself Lush recipe. This is just something I made up. I didn't exactly have a recipe for a shampoo bar, but I knew what I wanted it to smell like and I knew what I wanted it to do, and so I made up this recipe. So today we had one in the shower. I also have another do-it-yourself shampoo recipe I'm kind of experimenting with. It's a liquid version though. I travel a lot though, so I wanted the solids, and we both tried it, my husband and I. He loved it because it lathered up really well. He doesn't like his shampoo to not lather. He's really big on that. It just feels cleaner to him. I don't really care too much about lather, but that was really important on his end. I think that's the Castile soap that really made it lather, so that was helpful. And then the other comment he had was that it made his hair feel a little oily, so I might on my next one cut back on the oil, apricot oil, because I think that was it. Maybe just do half of that tablespoon next time. I don't think it makes my hair feel particularly oily. My hair is naturally really oily and it feels pretty good. And then I just used a apple cider vinegar and tea tree oil kind of conditioner afterward. And yeah, it stores really nicely. It could be a nice gift for someone if you travel a lot or if you're trying to declutter your bathroom. It's really easy to make, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you would like to know me to write the recipe down somewhere, maybe on my blog you want to see it, or find out any other recipes that I do have. Subscribe if you like it as well. I have a ton of other videos, and I have my blog linked, and I think in my bio, and maybe I'll link it below. Anyway, I hope you had a really fun time watching it. Maybe you learned how to do it and you've been wondering how to do it for yourself. So thanks, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.